So, Sarah, you know these Republican members.
Yes, I do. Brian
Are they going to kick him out of there?
They're going to try. So the Republican Main Street Partnership, we have all the New York delegation except for Santos, though he did try to join us.
Really?
He did.
You did let
early
him in.
on. Oh, yeah. He came to an event. Yeah, it's like, oh. But the reality is they'd like him gone. What's happening is bleeding into their districts. It's affecting them. And actually, we think if he does go, we can have a chance of holding the seat. If he doesn't go, we think the Democrats will pick it up. So, yes, I mean, they would really, we did the petition before to try to get him to leave. The chairman of Ethics Committee is the chairman of Main Street, so we're in hopes that this time he will depart. We realize, though, it's going to be a closer margin. So we are a little concerned about the numbers in the House, but it's more important to have him leave.
Well, that could be a wash depending on what happens in Utah, right? If that goes the way Republicans hope. Alvin, I hate asking Brian Style a question like that, and he probably hated answering it. Democrats love answering it. What's the strategy to turn that seat, to flip that seat in New York?
I think the process has kind of already pushed us there. I think back to a few weeks ago, and kind of the rank and file, like having the support of Santos kind of through the process and due process being kind of a main talking point. But the report, as you mentioned, was scathing. Like one of the major lines, at least that I took away, was the fact that it said George Santos cannot be trusted. And I think the fact that is right. And I think that kind of sets the table for just a change or fresh perspective in a seat that up until this point is one where I think a lot of people, lost trust in.
But I would tell you, we brought it to the floor. The Democrats did not support the Republicans that tried to oust him. So obviously they lost the vote about 2 weeks ago. We were a little disappointed with that. We thought Democrats would be like, yes, let's clean up the House.
31 of them voted not to expel George Santos, right? I do want to call attention to a statement that was put out by one of the spokesmen for Speaker Johnson, Raj Shah, that reads in part, the Speaker has reviewed the report and its troubling findings. It ends by saying Speaker Johnson encourages all involved to consider the best interests of the institution as this matter is addressed further. Does that give us any sense, Alvin, of how the Speaker is going to approach this?
I mean, I think he said it like, hey, if we're all on the same page here and reading the same things, we have to get rid of him. And I think that if this is allowed to continue to go on, it's just not something that's in the benefit of the Republican Party for sure.
I'm fascinated that you see this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you see this as an opportunity to show the conference putting the institution over the party. And then, as you point out, and I haven't heard anyone say this yet, actually maybe live to see another day where you could keep that seat.
Absolutely. So as Republicans, we believe in the structure of the House. He needs to go. There are a couple good Republicans sitting in that seat that we may be able to keep it, but we have to get Santos removed before we can fight to replace him with a Main Street conservative.